All right, guys, how's it going? Now, I want you to get a pen and paper because I want you to write something down, right? So I'll just keep waffling a minute. Try and get a pen and paper, or if you've got good memory, I'll say it right at the very end of the video, the last few words, so you can stop this video and go and watch this interview, right? So if you've got a pen and paper, write this down. If you haven't, I'll say it right at the end when I hit stop and you can go and do it. So David Ornstein was doing an interview for NBC Sports yesterday. And the title of the video, I want you to search to find it, unless you just go to NBC Sports and you'll find it. It's got 4.61 million subscribers, just to make sure you're on the right one. But the title of the video on YouTube to search is Liverpool have massive issues with player contracts. That should come up. You could add David Ornstein to that, or David Ornstein, NBC Sports. Liverpool have massive issues with player contracts. David Ornstein, Premier League, whatever. Just search that. At the end of the video, I'll repeat that, okay? Now, rather than play the video to you, I might get into trouble with the copyright and shit. Although you are allowed to review if you stop, start and all that, but I ain't got time for that shit. A lot of people have commented to me about this video saying, have you listened to David Ornstein, like defending the ownership, defending the way that things are going at Liverpool? He's talking about the lack of signings, but how professional Liverpool are. How the owners, how they run it their way. If you don't like it, in this video, David Ornstein is absolutely kissing the ownership's ass. There's no doubt about it. It's not just my opinion. It's what people are saying to me. They've flagged it up to me. Dunk, have you seen this video? He's like an FSG apologist kind of thing. Now, whether you believe that or not, or whether it doesn't matter, that's fine. I'm not bothered. But the reason I'm making this video is to try and explain to you what I've told you before about David Ornstein. Right? David Ornstein is connected to the ownership, right? So you've got Paul Joyce at the Times that is more to do with the people that run the club on the day-to-day basis, and especially Edwards previously, and we know that he's now FSG Football, not specifically Liverpool Football Club, but it is above Liverpool, he still oversees things. So we know that Joyce is let's allege that that Joyce is tight with Edwards, Hughes, the people that run the club on a day-to-day basis. Ornstein, not so much, he's more ownership. And I've always said this to you, and I think this video, if you watch this interview, you will understand more. Now, if you listen to his interview, I think it will back up what I've been telling you for years. Because it is very, I think he even says in it, I'm told that Richard Hughes is doing as if he doesn't know Richard Hughes so well. But who's telling him that? Do you know what I mean? Like, who's telling him that? And why is he bigging up the owners so much and how professional? Do you know what I mean? You'd have to watch the video. If you've watched the video, please come back and tell me. This video isn't putting Ornstein down. I'm not being negative in any way, shape or form. Ornstein and Joyce are the only two I listen to, period, right? They're the only two, guys. What I'm trying to do here is, in many, many videos when I've discussed Ornstein, I've tried to explain to you who feeds him. Do you know what I mean? And I think this video, he's speaking very highly about them, and I think you have to do that, So if you've got a great relationship with someone that's constantly feeding you stuff, you're never going to criticize them, are you? All right? You're never going to do that. You're going to do the opposite. So we're very good, don't you? You know what I mean? Come on, it's so obvious to me. I just want it to be so obvious to you. It's not important. If you disagree with me, fine, I ain't got a problem with it. I like Ornstein. But I just thought this video was a classic case of, if you didn't know who his sources were, that video, I think, backs up what I try and suggest to you, all right? But I tell you to make your own opinions up, right? Okay, so I'm going to leave the video. I've got to go and do some more things. I've got more videos to do, and I'll be live on here at 2 o'clock and 7 o'clock this evening, UK time. If you appreciate my efforts with this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please drop me a comment. If you want to buy me a beer or a coffee, hit the super thanks button underneath my video. If you want to use another method, please read the video description. There are other ways of supporting my channel and my efforts. And without your support, I wouldn't be able to be here. That's the truth. This is my full-time gig. Right, I'm gonna sign off. This is what you're searching when this video stops on YouTube. Liverpool have massive issues with player contracts. David Ornstein.